Hi everyone, I'm Cendril89 and welcome to the first ever Dragon discussion video, even though there's not really any video. This will be a series that'll just come out every once in a while where I bring up a subject. It's usually going to be gaming related. Something that's going on in the industry or something that I'm seeing, a trend, and give my 2 cents about it, as a place where you can also chime in the comments. Keep it civil, keep it nice, and just bring a good view. So, what we're going to be talking about this time is free-to-play versus subscription. And this came up because in a few days, Tuesday, from when this video's come out, Tuesday is the release of WildStar, an MMO. And MMOs typically have been subscription based and now are going to free-to-play with cash shops. The free-to-play model is something that has really gained steam over the past few years, and it's something, like I said, a lot of games are going to. When people think subscription, they immediately think, oh, subscription, I don't want to pay $15 a month, or whatever it is, wherever you live. The cost of, let's say, World of Warcraft. I don't want to pay $15 a month. That's just a little too much for me. I can't afford $15 a month. I don't want to pay $15 a month, whatever the case may be. And so that immediately turns you off. WildStar, apparently the community, and I don't know about the developers, but it sounds like even they were kind of split down the middle. I mean, almost right down the middle. About half were saying, well, we should go for the free-to-play model with the cash shop, and the other half went, no, we need to go subscription-based. This is a tricky topic these days for a number of reasons, and some you may not have thought about. Like I said, there's this negative perception of subscription now because of free-to-play. You hear free, and instantly that's good. We want, free. We pay the game. We buy the game. We don't want to pay every month because we already bought the game. So think Guild Wars 2, for example, if you know that. You buy the game, and then it's free to play. It's also an MMO done by the same people that's doing WildStar. Well, not the same studio, but the same publisher will be NCSoft, which also does Guild Wars 2. So it's interesting that they have they're going to have 2 different systems. And like I said, you hear free, that's great. I buy the game, and then I get the rest of the content forever. Personally, when I kind of break it down, as much as I don't want to pay $15 a month, and it'll all depend on how much I like WildStar, of course, how much you like the game, but there's a part of me, I'm really torn, kind of right down the middle. And there's a part of me that says, yes, I really like free-to-play, and there's a part of me that says I really like subscription. Because subscription has that negative connotation, I'm going to actually talk about it first. Well, scratch that. I'll talk about free-to-play first because it'll go into my subscription discussion better. Free-to-play is great because you either buy the game, or some games are just free-to-play, period, and you get the game, sweet, I don't have to pay anything to play it, or I bought the game and then I don't have to pay a monthly fee. That's great. And on the surface, that's great. And then there's always the cash shop. The good thing about a cash shop, or microtransactions, is really what we should talk about. Same thing, cash shop, if you've ever played games that are free to play, Grand Chase, Warframe, or some other ones, kind of blanking out, but the point is, a lot of those have a cash shop of some kind, which is you spend real money to get some type of currency, and then you spend that currency to get special things in game. The good thing about this is you don't have to use it. I mean, the game is free. You don't have to use the cash shop. And if you do want to use it, you decide how much you want to go in. Oh, I'll just do $5 this month. There's something I really want to get. That thing looks really cool. I think it'd be great for my character. I'll buy it, and that's the only thing I'll buy. And that's great. That's great in theory. And it's what really makes the free-to-play and microtransaction model go. And like I said, I like it. I like being able to spend when I want to spend. Now, the downside with that is if you don't use the cash shop or microtransactions, you feel behind. You feel behind the people that do. And that's a really big problem with microtransactions. So, for example, for $10, you can get a month of double EXP. Wow, I could really use double EXP because leveling up is so slow in insert game here. Man, it's just so slow to level. I don't mind spending $10 a month. You know, that's less than the $15 a month. And that's what goes through your mind. There's just a psychological part to this that I don't think people really think about or just don't care. So you spend $10, yes, double EXP, that's fine. But you know what? My cash flow just doesn't go with my level now. I don't have the money to buy new weapons, new armor, new skills, whatever the case may be. Well, double coins or double gold or double whatever, let's just say double gold is the currency, gold. Well, double gold's only $5 a month. I don't mind paying $5 a month. I'll do that. Now, you did that about a week later, a week from the double EXP. Then let's say the next week, special item goes on sale. And it's a limited time. You can only get it this week only, and then it will be gone from the game. $10. Man, but I'll be one of the few that haven't. The people that miss out, boy, they miss out. You know, this will be great. I'll have it forever. It's a huge stat boost. Great. You know, I'll buy it. It's not that bad. You know, it's just $10. You know, this week I can afford $10 this week. And say the next week a special customization goes on sale. One that you've really wanted, but you didn't want to pay the $10 for it. Well, it's 66% off. So it's $3 and change. Oh, great, it's on sale. I'll get it. Because now's the time to get it. It's on sale. You know, who knows when it'll go on sale again. It's something I really wanted. So you spend the $3 and change. Let's just say $3.50. Let's round up. So you spent $10, $5, $10, and $3.50. You spent $28.50 this month. Now, it doesn't feel like you spent $28.50 this month because one week you spent $10, the next week you spent $5, and then you spent $10, and then you spent $3.50. It doesn't feel like you spent that much, but this is the trap of microtransactions, and it's something the gaming community needs to be very, very wary of. And my small channel isn't big enough to get the voice out there for it, but it's something that at least I can pitch out to you all, even though you all may already see it. Microtransactions is a slippery, dangerous slope. While I do like it, I love the premise, free to play, I only pay when I want to, games are starting to go to get anywhere in the game in a decent amount of time, you have to use these microtransactions. And it doesn't feel like you're spending a lot of money. Because of what I said, it's just week after week you spend a little bit. Let's say you even just spent $5 a week. You spent $20 that month. Opposed to a $15 subscription. Then, let's say the next month, you have more stuff. You spend $25 worth. And the month after that, you spend $20 again. It's very dangerous. Because you could end up spending more than a subscription would cost you. But it doesn't feel like it. That's the key. It's all psychological. Because if you just spend $1 one day, $1 the next, $1 a day, that's $31 a month. 28 for February. But do you see what I'm saying? I love the free-to-play model. There's some really good things about it, but gamers need to keep an eye out because it's something that is extremely... it's really picking up steam. Something that is being used a lot, and while there are a lot of great benefits to it, there are pitfalls, and some I just talked about. Microtransactions are... it's the now and it's the future. You see it a lot now. I kind of wish I had this discussion 2 years ago. The channel didn't exist 2 years ago. But you could, maybe even a little further back than that, you could see it start to show up. But now it's everywhere. So what's so great about a subscription, you may ask? Compared to the free-to-play model, where I can spend what I want when I want. But a subscription, it's $15 a month. I have to pay that to play the game. True, but with that subscription comes a certain responsibility to the game. To provide good content, and to provide balance, and to provide updates that keep people wanting to play. And the thing is, everybody that's paying that subscription gets that content. There is no, hey, you can't go to this place unless you buy a key that costs $10. Then you have access to that area forever, but you got to pay that $10. Whereas with the subscription, I have that forever. You know, that's as long as I pay my $15, I have access to all of the game whenever I want. There's upsides to that. Like I said, there's a, instead of the onus being put on the player, hey, if you want that, you can either work 50 hours for it or pay $15. And if you don't feel like paying $15, then you got to put the work in. When you pay a subscription, you kind of flip that around a little bit. Whereas, hey, we're not getting new content, I'm going to cancel my subscription. I don't want to play this game anymore. Well, the developers want to stop that from happening. Or, hey, your game's really unbalanced, I'm out. Well, they'll naturally want to make the game balanced, make it fun, give a lot of content. That way you will keep paying the $15 a month. But that benefits you, the player. It really does. Because like I said, you will get a lot of great content. And you won't be at any disadvantage to anybody else because you decide not to pay cash. Whereas free-to-play games, like I said, you could get really behind or just it'll take a long time to get where you want to go. Or not even get where you want to go, just to kind of reach that next plateau may take a long time unless you pay cash. So anyway, there's kind of my 2 cents on the whole thing. It'll be very interesting to see where this goes. Free to play is the way to go right now. The companies see it. The companies see there's a lot of money in it because you can constantly get people to buy new stuff. You put out something new and everybody will buy it. And you put out a little something new and everybody will buy it. But the problem with that is you may not feel like you're spending a lot of money, but you are. For just little trinkets. Or just little extras. Whereas with the subscription, you could get everything for this one base fee. That's the difference. That's the difference I see. I kind of wanted to make this video because it's I still think it's a hot button topic, especially with a new big game like Wildstorm coming out. A lot of people are really excited about this game, getting a lot of hype. And they decide to go subscription, which is not the norm anymore. It's more games are more going to the free-to-play model. So it's a very interesting time when it comes to free-to-play versus subscription-based. And I'll be interested to read your thoughts on the matter. So that's all I have to say. Just keep in mind, like I said, there is no right or wrong answer to this. If you want to take a business perspective, like I did for a little bit, and you want to take a gamer's perspective, there's no right or wrong answers because both systems work. Both systems have their cons, have their pros. One is not better than the other, in my opinion, because I kind of laid out, again, they both have pros, they both have cons. So, again, thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoy this kind of just sit down discussion. I know it's not the norm for this channel. It's Let's Plays, but this is something I really want to do because it's important to me. It's important that we do discuss things that are going on because I love video games, and there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of other factors that sometimes we don't talk about. We just talk about the games. We have a lot of fun with that. But every once in a while, I'd like to just sit down and have a nice talk and discussion about something. So, again, thank you very much for listening. Hope you enjoyed. Until the next video, I'm Cendril89. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.